the U.S. government's education policy for Native Americans.
To erase our words was like erasing our people. Their education was tantamount to ethnic cleansing. Over time, the overt persecution of our language stopped. But to this day, it continues to be eaten away by the lingua franca, that is English. Many of the Diné outside the reservations can speak nothing else. And it isn't just our language. Across the world, minority languages are being destroyed by dominant languages. Many are on the verge of extinction.
Enter the vocal cord parasites.
Yes, I began thinking that minority languages needed some sort of deterrent against dominant languages. In order that their peoples and cultures would survive. It was then that I came across literature at the Foundation claiming that man acquired language thanks to a type of parasite, one that distinguishes between languages as a precursor to reproduction. If I could just resurrect it, make it more pathogenic, I would have my deterrent against English. But I failed to hide that aim from Skullface. He noticed. Yes, I wanted to retaliate against the English language, though never did I intend to actually use it as he'd planned. You know how the story ends. I was forced to study how to make the parasites compatible with all the world's languages. All but English.
However, he in fact secretly isolated an English strain.
I will not be held prisoner by the man's phantom. The English strain must not be allowed to exist either.
Alright, one more.
A ruler's greatest wealth is not money or land. It is the number of individuals under his control. Subjects who work, consume, are there to be used as pawns in war. For a capitalist ruler, his people's power becomes
With the
his
spray paint.
power. You are the same.
Hey, I have her coded because they can't stop staring, okay?
Spin it with your speeches. But what
That's
you're
censorship.
doing is bringing
Still
as
all
much
there.
talent as you can into your little domain.
Just looks different.
Every person another feather in your cap. Yes.
It does look a little weird because her eyes are gold too.
Every civilization's ruler has had the same idea. When people unite under one will, they become stronger than the sum of their parts.
Also notice it doesn't really do anything,
The one will
so I could always
is
just
the
take it
ruler's
off.
will. And what do rulers use to bring people together? Language. In the Old Testament, it is written that only one language was spoken in Eden. A shared tongue that united all of humanity. Mankind eventually grew aware of its power and harnessed that strength to build a tower to the heavens. The mighty Tower of Babel. This angered God, who splintered the language of man, and the tower was never completed. Languages emerged, and the earth was divided as men went their separate ways. Every age is the same. A ruler's first order of business, after conquering new land, is to force his tongue on its people. Ancient Rome, Napoleon, and now Zero. English is wreaking havoc around the world right now. The British Empire tilled the land with war as its hoe, then began planting the seed that is English. Eventually, American capitalism became the new instrument. To play its game of wealth, you only had to abide by one rule: English. By exploiting people's desires, English has become a leash that people gladly wear around their necks, it would seem.
Cool.
Please select a landing zone.
Alright. Let's get the remains of... Yeah, I noticed like these like equipments don't really actually do anything. They just change your skin. I don't even know if the blood one even really does anything. So, we're going back to old school.
Deploying.
Ugh. Ugh. Should have probably went back to Mother Base first to visit Paz, but we can do that next. Do it some other time. Definitely need to take a shower. Got all this blood on me, and it's most likely probably mine. Hi, quiet. Hi.
Plant expansion complete.
Do 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 do. All right, client. I want you to scout.
Please select a deployment point.
And I will make a marker for myself.
Marker placed.
Oh yeah, isn't this the what do you call it? Prison. I think it is. Yeah, this is a prison.
Infiltrated out. The map has been updated.
Oh yeah, there's also one other thing I wanted to do. Since I have all this money.
Please specify a project.
Okay. Ability? Oh, fully mobilized. Okay. Can't go any faster until I get the Raiden suit. Active sonar.
Approaching.
Why can I unlock this? Oh, I need another specialist. Now I also need a cybernetic specialist. Fuck. Well, I can at least...
The map has been updated.
Do I have a new suit? Ah. Oh! Bandana. Is that for headgear? Her. Head bandana. Massaged by... Oh. Is it boss's bandana? Be crazy. Alright. Go ape.
Begin cover fire.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis enemy presence detected. The map analysis complete.
Can I scan him? Yeah, she is going ham.
Analysis complete.
Ooh. Get up. Filthy scum. And now he must have been staring at a wall for way too long. I was like, how do you not see me, man? Oh, wait. I plan on extracting this guy, but I was trying to grab the materials. I don't know if there's anything in there, but... and some materials. I need some minor metals. Making so much fucking noise. Oh, ooh. Oh, well, actually that's gonna bounce off.
Spit it out.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Tough guy, huh? Hi, Laura. How you doing, girl? Good, good. Just making some virtual money for my girl.
You gotta extract him.
What? Oh. That was really weird. My head went through the door. Sounds good. What you plan on eating tonight? What you plan on eating tonight? Okay. Sounds good. Nothing much else to say. Cool.
Analysis complete.
Looking forward to it.
Analysis
Oh.
complete.
Get him. Get him quiet.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Fuck it, I'll get him. I'll get him.
Analysis complete.
We probably need some more surgeons.
Analysis complete.
We got enough diplomats, but whatever. Who needs diplomats?
Analysis complete.
Oh, liquid carbon missile engineer. And look at his stats, are insane.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Yeah. Of course he is. Alright, gonna have to destroy
Subject on board.
communications.
The rest to us.
Oh, come on. Okay. Cool. Gosh. Good thing Quiet's being a mean motherfucker. Well, I think that's everything. Cool.
Analysis complete.
Ooh, good stats. What about the guys up top? Oh, hi. Bye. Yeah.
Outpost captured.
Ow!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
And guns. Hey. Thank you.
Stand down. Quiet.
Never mind.
Subject on board.
She's over there.
Rest to us.
She's just over there. Tis okay. Still another location of the big guy. Is he not in the main area? Soldier, gun emplacement. Target. I can question one of these guys.
Speak.
Don't care about that. I need to find my target.
Updated.
Fine, I'll go to the next guy and question him. Unless... Nah. Where's his remains, assholes?
Speak.
Ugh. Diamonds, huh?
The map
Alright.
has been updated.
Take that before I get the remains.
Marker
Oh, there's a
placed.
rough diamond right there.
Marker removed.
Oh, he's a specialist?
Marker placed.
Sure.
Marker placed.
Wait, he's a specialist too? Ah. Just what I needed. There's gotta be somewhere. Oh.
Fire at will.
No. Destroy that communications. Ooh. Anti-air, thank you.
You have arrived at your destination. Analysis complete.
Another handgun specialist, not bad.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Nice.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of
Yeah.
the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Понял. Понял. Let's destroy their power supply too. A boot. Oh. What? You didn't hear that shit? You're a dumbass. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you go, man. You seem like you're already suffering enough as it is when it comes to brain injuries, so yeah. Just in case you didn't hear it again. Dumbass. Hey, I'll take that truck though. Seems like no one's using it. Oh.
Weather will clear shortly. Analysis complete.
Machine guns. Nice.
You gotta extract him.
When it doesn't fully exit. And yeah, I think most guys tend to suffer from that. Suffer from that illness. That is P-Nut fully extracting. Where is this guy's body? Can't find it. Oh, there's a diamond here. Kind of wondering if I'm not looking in the exact correct spots. No. I was kind of thinking it would be here, but no. I got this fast travel point. There's his remains, you assholes! I don't know. Would it be up top? Maybe. Oh. I'm thinking they would have it. So I questioned everyone, and no one has given me the information.
Analysis complete.
Ooh. Hey, since you're a boaster. No, don't! Ceasefire.
Cease cover fire.
Cease. Don't shoot him.
Spit it out.
It's not what I want! You're not a boaster! You're an asshole. Alright.
Quiet.
Oh! His remains are right there. Herp a derp. Shoot him. Oh,
He's coming too. Roger that.
there you go. Alright, here he is. Cutscene. Maybe. Oh shit. We got a problem.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I barely recognize you, Colonel. Skullface used your thirst for revenge against Big Boss, did he?
Yep, he was the colonel from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Side up
I've updated
completed.
the mission list. We received some new job offers.
Oh, looks like we're gonna have
Details are on your iDroid.
multiple things. Good old colonel. Interesting to actually get a closer look to look at him that he's not on fire. Good shit. Do. Man, can I get a shower here, man? Oh, this is the quarantine platform. Smart move, putting him on quarantine. Let's see. Is there a fast travel platform here? Or do I need to fly? I probably need to fly. Yep, I don't have any other choice. Fine. No. Combat platform. I mean, missions. Deployments.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
Okay. No more important side missions.
Please landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Dun, 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 dun.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Gaining altitude.
Yeah, and that would take a tad bit too long to get to medical, so they're just gonna do the old switcheroo. And we're just waiting all day long. Oh, cutscene! Oh, is it this scene?
It's raining.
Is it this scene? It's an awkward scene. Say, Kojima, could you go any further? Hey, Generaldo. Hey, we're not getting banned because Kojima says this is okay. She didn't fly, she glided down.
Weather will clear shortly.
And that's Hideo Kojima in a nutshell. Let's take that shower. Thing is, let's never forget, quiet will be no Meryl. Although, both of them have a nice butt. Alright, what do we get now? Oh yeah, I don't know why it went... I don't know why it sent me to command, when instead I was trying to go to medical. Keep forgetting about pause. Oh, we got the man on fire. Corpse.
Staff assigned.
Well, let's make sure I have. Oh no.
Please select a mission.
Let's see. Is this surveillance? Yeah. Let's take that out.
Unit dispatched.
And let's go quick traveling. Boop.
Please select a delivery
Alright.
point.
Please, for God's sakes, take me to the medical platform. I've been trying to get back to Paz for a while now. Just in case you guys didn't have enough, there you guys go. Detail and all. Twitch.
Got time for a mock battle, boss?
Ah, you want a mock battle? Yeah. And we're just gonna leave you there.
Boss, let us know if you need combat. Let us know if you need supplies, boss.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, sorry, ma'am.
Caution, heavy mist anticipated.
Missed. I pause.
What is it, Snake?
Here's a photo.
Gallo Pinto! Amanda and I taught Cecile how to make it. She picked it up so fast. I was really surprised. I guess Paris
I'm not
has
sure.
something in the blood.
Captured her face and
Are
everything,
Cecile and
but
Amanda doing
I
okay?
definitely made her some
Wonder why they
enhancements.
haven't visited. I'm sorry, Snake. My head hurts. Could you let me rest?
Yes, pause. That's all you need. Alright. Oh god, that was blinding. Look at all this shit. And on fire.
Volgan, the
Volgan.
colonel, was burned alive with a Shagohod during Operation Snake Eater 20 years ago.
I remember that.
Despite suffering severe burns to his entire body, he still clung to life. After you left Seleniarsk, Volgan's body was taken to a research institute in the outskirts of Moscow. But modern medicine couldn't explain why he was still alive. Not that the colonel was any ordinary man to begin with. That constant electric current he had running through his body that he could unleash at will. To be honest, I was
Been winning
always uncomfortable
everything.
around him. Thought I might get electrocuted just by standing nearby. The institute studying him was tasked with investigating and developing human paranormal abilities. The comatose Volgan was used to further the Soviet Union's research into such abilities. But not long ago, the facility burned to the ground. And Volgan's body was never found among the rubble.
I wonder
Even though
why.
the fire started in the room where they were keeping him. This occurred at around the same time you woke up. If Skullface was right, and a thirst for revenge can turn a man into a demon and keep the dead alive, then this man on fire who's been coming after us ever since you woke up, well, that just might be what's left of our old friend Volgan. It's not over yet. Back in '64, in Seleniarsk, you brought his plans for a utopia down in flames. That grudge is what's keeping him alive. The day the research facility holding Volgan burned down, a Soviet jumbo passenger jet happened to crash nearby, far away to the north of that hospital in Cyprus. On board the plane was a young boy who was being studied at the same facility. The plane fell to Earth from over 8,000 feet, but the boy's body was the only one not recovered. At almost exactly the same time as the crash, Volgan awoke in that facility. According to the Research Institute's documents, the gifts this boy demonstrated included psychokinesis and telepathy. To protect his mind from being inundated with other people's thoughts, he always wore a kind of gas mask. A rudimentary form of psychic insulation, apparently. We don't know where this boy is, but if Skullface is connected to him, we may cross paths with him yet. This boy is part of a new age where nothing we understand about the world makes sense anymore. Don't let your guard down. So what were they doing at Enzoya Badia, Baloo? That facility with all the people laid out in rows?
Devil's How.
The abandoned factory Shabani was held in. It is precisely as you guessed. Black Anna was coding languages into the vocal cord parasites. They infected the subjects with the parasites, then made an incision in the throat to expose the vocal cords. That allowed them to play recordings of a desired language directly to the parasites. And the parasites learn the languages that way. That's some teaching method. I just don't get how a bunch of bugs had the brain power for it. They don't. Do not judge them by human standards. They do not learn as a function of intellect.
Then how do they do it?
What language the parasites react to is coded into their genes. You could expose the Japanese strain to English for years, and it would never learn the language and react to it. The pronunciation, rhythm, and structure are different. But what about, say, Spanish and Portuguese? Linguistically, the two are very close.
Yeah, they're both Ibero-Romance languages.
Even so, a Spanish language mating pair exposed to Portuguese will not copulate. Only when they hear Spanish. Only then. And the majority of their offspring will be the same. So it's a literal case of a mother tongue.
But if that's so, I don't see how the different strains can be created in the first place.
Well, among the many thousands of offspring,
Fury corn.
there may be just a few that react to Portuguese.
You're talking about mutation.
It's actually not.
Correct.
It's actually not that expensive.
Helps to identify
Damn.
the mutant strains. Those specimens are then isolated and bred with one another. From their children, specimens that react more strongly to Portuguese can again be selected and bred. Repeating this process creates a strain that reacts solely to Portuguese.
Food's about
never
done.
to Spanish. Mutation and selection. No different to breeding roses.
So you kept increasing the change over the generations, adapting them to languages from all over the world. Must have taken a hell of a lot of patience.
More like patience. Just how many died for this?
There's something I still don't get. In order to tell which larvae will react to Portuguese, you'd have to let them develop and then see which copulate. That means you'd need tens of thousands of guinea pigs. There's no way you could do that in a facility that small.
For normal selective breeding methods, you would be right. But there is a more effective selection method when training the vocal cord parasites. Go on. It is not only when mating that the parasites listen for language. Shortly before hatching, larvae display markedly increased activity in reaction to particular language. The active eggs can be identified under a black light. So the eggs that react to Portuguese are selectively placed in the throats of subjects. So you see, narrowing down strains that react to the target language is an effective process. Though I'm sure that even so, many lost their lives to create the various strains. Taken against their will into that dungeon. There are two reasons for playing the tapes for the parasites. One, to isolate the eggs that respond to the target language, and 2, to cause the specimens raised from the selected eggs to mate.
I get how the system works. But why do they respond to language before they even hatch? It's not like they can mate from inside an egg.
It is because the larvae learn the language before hatching.
You mentioned that what language the parasites respond to is hard-coded into their genes, and that they don't have the brain power to actually learn a language. But then you say that the larvae at Nzoia Badia Bulu were learning the languages in the egg. Your story doesn't add up.
Your country is home to a unique songbird. The Japanese bush warbler.
Sure, what of it?
What a beautiful call it has. But no bush warbler can sing it perfectly at the start. As chicks, they can barely chirp at all. They must learn from their parents and other adult birds. Only then can they sing properly and attract females. So naturally, there are individual differences in each bird's call. Though they start on the same footing, each bird is influenced by its teachers.
And the parasites are the same?
Like the birds, the parasites have a genetic predisposition towards a particular language. But while in the egg, the larvae's ears are tweaked by listening to the voice of the host. This tweaking ensures that the grown parasites will react better to the host's speech pattern.
Why would they have an ability like that?
Well, there are distinct regional differences within even the same language. Rare is the language that has no unique dialects. Yes, learning the host's speech pattern before hatching attunes the larvae to whatever twist of pronunciation it will encounter. This adaptive ability is what makes them so formidable.
I see. So a language requires selective breeding, but the parasites can learn dialects by themselves.
Of course, having the egg-stage larvae listen to the tapes in the factory was not meant to teach them. It was more important to use that trait of theirs to identify the mutated strains. As I mentioned earlier,
Is that really accurate enough to use as a weapon? You could wipe out a neighboring ethnic group by accident if their pronunciation is too close.
what you say is true. In that sense, they are imperfect as ethnic cleansers. But for his purposes, they are good enough. His objective was not to exterminate any one ethnic group, but to render the world's lingua franca, English, inert.
So, as if putting me on stage to sing was not enough, Miller even expected me to write the lyrics. He even said he had thought of the title already. Love Deterrence. As if he had done the hard part. Deterrence, love, deterrence? Deterrence is... It is when nuclear weapons prevent war, right? I do not see how love fits in. But it was too late to complain, so I just sat and listened to the tape of Miller's backing guitar and the professor's melody over and over again. I guess the melody is more Professor Galvez's creation than Miller's, but on the whole, I think it is actually a good song. First, it goes for your heart with a sorrowful opening, but then you feel revitalized as the song goes on. Miller grew up in post-war Japan. Maybe that is why the song has that kind of balance. Long ago, I heard some Japanese music called enka, I think. It sounded this way, but I wonder why it has to sound sad in the first place. Miller called it Love Deterrence. Doesn't that mean he had a love song in mind? All I see of Miller and women is the way he fools around with a lot of them at once. But maybe he has had his heart broken too. And what about me? I found myself thinking about Chico and Snake as well. I know Chico has a crush on me, so naturally he should come to mind. But why Snake? He saved me, and I feel indebted to him. But I thought that was all he meant to me. Why does my heart flutter when I think of him? It is embarrassing to be unable to control this emotion. There has to be a way to suppress it, to forget it. But
Please select
maybe that is
Alliance.
what love deterrence is. With that thought in mind, I went to my desk and began to write and write. Just 3 days left until Peace Day.
Landing zone
Roger.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Alright. Food is ready! Get on the chopper first. Then I'm gonna eat and get some food. Get one last look of then we'll call it a night.